My name's Rachel Patrick, and we're sitting here with Dr. Brent Russell. He is the Vice President of Student Affairs with Central State University in Wilberforce, Ohio. He's going to share with us how he makes ethical decisions within his job. So, Brent, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your job,
Okay,
your
so
career?
sure. So excellent. So I am a student affairs professional. I've been in student affairs since probably 28 years now. Started out as a resident assistant back when I was in college at Texas Southern, working in the residence hall. So have always been a part of student services and have always been connected to students and helping others, not just student affairs, but it's student affairs and enrollment management, those two areas together that I'm over. So it's just excited. It's a great thing, and it's just really and it's really crazy to talk about this whole ethics conversation because ethics is such a strong part of what we do every day. And even backdating back to my college days, I still go back to when I first started working in Res Life. I was a resident assistant. And as a resident assistant, you're supposed to help keep the rules, right? And hold people accountable
Mm-hmm.
for what's right. So one day, the hall was, I'm a resident assistant in training, not even a full resident assistant. And I'm here at Texas Southern and an RA in the freshman hall, and the guys are just kind of like going crazy. They started out with this water balloon fight, and I mean, then the water balloon just turned to a full-fledged water fight where they started
Oh,
picking
wow.
trash cans, and then they pulled down the fire hose. I mean, it was totally out of control. And of course, I was just trying to be so reasonable, like, hey, I need you all to stop, you know, just put the stuff down. This is out of control. I mean, the hallways were just soaking wet, water everywhere. And they were all just laughing at me and blowing me off. And I'm just like, come on now. I'm trying to do the right thing and hold you all accountable and make sure that the hall, is in good order. But it kept going. So I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and call campus police. So I called campus police. And so we called, campus police came over and they pulled everyone down to the lobby of the first floor. All the residents came down. I had two real good friends who I came to school with who were also a part of this, who were also a part of this,
Part of
this,
the
wa-
water fight?
this water fight. Right, right. So the police officer, pulled everyone down. He said, okay, I need you to point out everyone who was involved in the fight, who in this water fight, who you asked not to do it, and they continue to do it.
Oh,
So,
no.
so I'm going through the whole crowd. Then I get to my two friends who I come to school with, who I graduated high school with, all this kind of thing, and I'm having so many thoughts in my mind here. Like, okay, do I do the right thing and point them out, or do I skip over my friends and not?
Ethical decisions, man.
So I ended up pointing my friends out and identified them as being culprits as well, who disobeyed the rules. And of course, when I said their names, all of the guys was like, "Oh man, this one was y'all's
Yeah.
boy! I can't believe y'all's
Yeah.
boy!" So probably about 3 to 4 weeks easy, my friends didn't speak to me after that. they were
Oh,
so
man.
they were so they were so mad at me. But I really realized that in order for me to get the respect as the resident
Mhm.
assistant, I had to be ethical and I had to do the right thing. And I have to
Mhm.
not play favoritism and not hold people accountable. And
Mhm.
so it was real odd that I was really learning so much about ethics so early on in my career. And so it was that experience that really helped shape my entire trajectory throughout my whole career because I always went back to that episode. So, and I went
Mhm.
back to my mind always saying, if I'm the person who could hold my friends accountable, I could also hold other people accountable as well. regardless of how difficult the decision is. And because
Mhm.
that's what it's really about. Ethics is being sure that your morals and your principles align with the rules and the regulation, that you do the right thing even when nobody's watching. So
Correct.
that's what's really has gotten me to the place where I am today. And as even being the vice president today, I still use those same guidelines and that same thought process in the way I make decisions.
Right. I'm glad you said that. That was one of my questions. So, can you describe the ethical culture of Central State University and how you incorporate that and teach that into it actually becoming a culture among your students?
Sure, sure. So, and one thing I've always noticed is that it all has to do with shaping students. That's why I love student affairs, because student affairs is student development. It's all about us shaping the minds of students. That's what it is, and it's those co-curricular activities and programs and services to shape their thought process. So,
Mhm.
I I already sent you this item here. I actually sent this to you already, but
Okay.
this is called the Murado Manifesto. We are the Central State Murados, and so this is our Murado Manifesto. This is our creed. This is the creed that we are that we have mandated within the community of Central State University. And so and this manifesto is guided. It's actually guided by the tenets. Our president, President Cynthia Jackson Hammond, she created our tenets, our university tenets, and that's service, protocol, and civility. And so those tenets are the frame of what the university is shaped around. So all the classroom and the co-curriculum, all of those things are everything that we do is guided by service, protocol, and civility. So I took a look at the university tenets of service, protocol, and civility, and then
Mhm.
I shaped a manifesto, a code of conduct, something,
Mhm.
a frame, a house for student affairs that our students could actually look at and they could embrace. So that's what I did, and this is what we teach and we hold our students accountable with, and because it's all about a mindset. It's talking
Right.
about being a good citizen and being a leader, being courteous, being respectful, being responsible, exuding integrity, dressing
Mhm.
success, speaking success, living success. It's a mindset. And so that's one thing that we do with our students every day is we incorporate this manifesto and these tenets into what we do to really develop them. And so when they go for an internship or when they get a job, they're already going to have that mindset of what it means to be ethical, what it means to do the right thing, what it means to come to work on time, what it means not to do your work and not surf social media all day, all of those kind of things. We're trying to really institute that into them from from the from the
Right.
from the from the freshman year all the way to the culmination of their graduation. So it's
So
reality.
basically, you're training them to be ethical people in the field of their career
Yes, yes, but not just in the field of their careers, but also in
in
life.
life.
In life, and I mean,
Mhm.
even on yesterday with the elections, we made sure to really push upon our students the importance of voting and being registered, and so that's that whole civility piece as well. But again,
Right.
being a good citizen is also a part of ethics and doing the
Right.
right thing and making sure that you are having a voice and you're voicing your political view and how you feel and being accountable as a contributing member of society. So it's just so phenomenal. I mean, it was that's why I just when I read the president's tenets of the university tenets, I was like, wow, this is great, and especially like because protocol is one of those words that you like protocol. What does protocol mean? But it all has to do with morals. It has to do with
Right.
ethics. It has to do with a framework. It has the following processes, following procedures. all
Right.
all kind of things. We even had a board meeting. Our board of trustee meetings are open to the public, so we had a board of trustee meetings, and our students decided to come to our last board meeting, and they decided to, I guess, protest a actual ordinance that we had created, right? and
Mhm.
so and so they started speaking out of turn and all that kind of stuff. And I said, "Excuse me, let me take this opportunity to inform you that this is a board of trustee meeting, and in the board of trustee meeting, we must follow a certain protocol. So
Right.
you're not allowed to speak unless the chair of the meeting recognizes you to speak.
Mhm.
So and again, it still goes back to ethics, which all goes
Right.
back to guiding that whole process. And of course, a couple students got snappy with me and they didn't like me being so corrective. But again, that's what my job
That's what your
is
job
to
is.
make sure that I develop them and I lead them the correct way. So it's it's that's what it is. It's a part of everything that we do. It really is.
It's a part of everything. I like that. You hit on a lot of my questions. One last quick question before
Sure.
I go. If you could change anything from now, which I know you have recently started, and congratulations, by the way, but
Thank you. Thank you.
from what you've started, if you could change anything or some more of what you've already implemented at Central State University as far as student affairs and their ethics, what would you change in that aspect?
So the one thing that I would change and that I'm really working to change is really equipping the student leaders with this creed, with that
Mhm.
mindset. Because like right now, I kind of have adopted some kids because these people were already in place before I got here. So but now moving forward, when we get ready for the next school year, the new leaders are going to be they're going to be soldiers, they're going to be lieutenants, they're going to be the spokespersons, they're going to be that voice of reason in their various circles
Right.
to infuse the
Help
community
empower them.
and
Mhm.
empower them from the inside out. Because right now
Right.
it's kind of like I'm fighting against I'm going against the grade because and I'm
Mhm.
going against the current, so to speak, because this the ship is already in motion with people who are already in place. But next year it's going to be a whole different, it's going to be a whole
Right.
different. So that's one thing that I would change, and that's one thing that I am going to change. It just takes time to actually evolve, to that. And that's one thing that I really out of all of the days at a university, uh, commencement is my favorite day of the year because you understand, you have witnessed these students in the various stages of their life. And so once they
Mhm.
get to the next point of this culmination, they have now completed this phase and they're now ready to move from this phase on to the next phase, which is why it's called commencement because they are commencing on something new. It's a brand new beginning and an opportunity. So yeah, so that's the only thing. I'm excited about it. But thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this study that you're doing. And
Thank you.
it's always a joy to see what other people are doing and to help them and their various roles and quests for success.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, and congratulations again on your new position. It was awesome to talk to you,
Thank you.
and I'll be seeing you later.
Thank you. And I can't wait to see the A that you get on this project.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Bye bye.
All right, thank you. Bye.